Shalom. Call hello Yahweh Shemi Hashaba Shemi Kakodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. A hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua, back with a quick lesson. Hopefully it's edifying to the body, to the elect. All right, so we're just going to start right here at Luke 21. Let's lock it. 19. By your patience, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, by your patience, Salah, by your patient endurance, you will gain your souls. And this is the Berean Study Bible, all right? By your patient endurance, you will gain your souls. But when you see Jerusalem, which is Israel, surrounded by armies, you will know that her desolation is near, right? Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let those in the city get out, and let those in the country stay out of the city. For these are the days of vengeance to fulfill all that is written. All right? All right, so let's take a look at that. Let's see. Let's look at this. I saw this, let me see. Where'd it go? This. I think this was today.
When advertising.
Or today is the 20th, I believe. And this is Full Spectrum Survival, October 20th. Critical update. White House activating National Guard. Okay. To do what? To control the food. All right. And that Mark Cuban dude just said, I'm coming after you. He's pushing out that vibration. All right. So let's watch this. Not the commercial, but let's see. See what they're saying about the guard.
Things are so bad in the country right now that reports are confirming the U.S. government and the White House are considering sending in reserve components of the United States Army and the U.S. Air Force to handle an ongoing and worsening supply shortage problem across the nation. 3 different people working with direct knowledge of the discussion stressed that the White House officials with the White House are exploring whether or not to activate the National Guard to address this mounting problem. If they don't, this warning is coming to you from people who oppose what is happening, who oppose sending in the National Guard. They say if you don't get this figured out, the entire country will fall apart. The individuals involved in the discussions stressed that the Guard would only be on the streets of America in activation to handle these shortage concerns and not there for policing or governance in any form. However, opposition to the activation of these military branches in any form to handle truly domestic problems are rising with concern now that, from this point forward, we will have a form of the military, a form of camouflage and boots on the streets of the country. It seems like every other month there is a call to put the army into the streets, warns one official that opposes the activation. It may seem like nothing right now, writes a news outlet, but before long, the camouflage fatigues and boots on the street become synonymous with policing and reactionary measures, and then the army will become the new police force of the United States of America.
All right, so now I know somebody's going to say, well, it don't mean that it's leading to that. All right, when you see Jerusalem compassed about with armies. First of all, and again, who is the target of all of this? You Jakes are. All right? They know that Yahushua is coming back. They have but a little time. So they gotta sift through you Jakes and try to get that thing in your arm to try to offset the prophecy. All right. So it's still just a warning. All right. Let's listen to a little more.
According to reports, White House officials are considering whether members of the National Guard could quickly be brought up to speed where they could drive trucks across the country. They could be used to unload cargo ships. They could be used to move containers and materials from ports and other parts of this
They're taking control of the food. Okay. What did they do in Masada? They starved the people out. Right? Now, when I say they, it was a bunch of troops surrounding that place, controlling the food, stopping the food from coming in. Okay? And what are they going to do with that food? They're going to take that shit straight to the FEMA camps and say, if you want to eat, nigga, come right over here. Right? Now, you want that food? Stick this thing, do what we're telling you to do. Because this is just round one. This is just the jab. What about when the Mott be? What about when it's time to stick that thing, put that thing inside your body? The Mott be. MOTB. All right? Then people are really going to have a problem. And they're going to have them camps in full operation. You got to stock that, right? What's your reward for taking that thing? Well, you get to eat. You get to participate in society. Here's what they're saying. Basically, they're saying this. Look, if you don't do what we tell you to do, we're going to kill you. All right? They're not openly saying it yet, but if you can't see down the road, you don't have eyes to see.
Supply issue. References to the discussion show that the individuals spoke on the condition of anonymity because these deliberations have not yet been made public. That is where we're at in the country. We are to a point where this financial crisis, this larger threat, is bearing down on every aspect of what was American life. What you need to get ready for is what comes next. Remember that at the very same time, in the same headline across the country, you see individuals saying that it's almost over or that it's all just temporary, so that you can go about your busy bee life not changing a thing. But the officials and the truly elite are altering their behavior and changes across the board. Now, the Goldman Sachs chief economist, Jan Hatzius, and I'm sure I'm butchering that, Hatzius, is warning that the USA will be entering into a substantial economic slowdown that sits waiting for us in the year 2022. I would say growth is clearly slowing. Obviously, we are past the peak growth rate, but it is a relatively gradual slowdown, they say. And that was the intention all along. You see, as soon as they let a sharp financial crisis take place, panic strikes the market. And they don't care if you panic. They'll send in the National Guard. They don't care if small corporations panic. What does that matter? It's if the market panics. That's when these individuals lose their real money. And so
all right, so hey, this Edomite doesn't know what is about to go on. He's hoping that, things pan out. But the men of the Lord, we know this is it. Like Michael Jackson said, this is it and it's over. All right. What are we looking forward to? We're looking forward to this. We're looking forward to where'd it go? This. That flood. All right. Isaiah 59 and 19. So they shall fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, a way to escape. All right? Spiritual power to disappear. All right? This is what we're waiting on. Okay? All right? So, let the National Guard come in. Let them control the food. See, everything has to happen before we could get the fuck up out of here. All right? And this is it. All right? Let's get 1 Peter. This is 1 Peter 4 and 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. All right? Here's where we are. And we're going to end it right there. Because, I mean, the point has been made. This devil is not going to stop. All right? He's on a schedule. All right? And he knows. Revelation 12 and 12, and we'll go ahead and end it. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This is the time we're in, okay? We're in the time of Esau knows that he has but a short time. So what is he doing? He's stepping it up. All right? Where's that Mark Cuban thing? I'm get that real quick. Where's that Mark Cuban? That shit's crazy. Bear with me real quick. Where did that thing go? I just watched it. Here. Look at this.
Consequences of you not being vaccinated is I'm not going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to be in your motherfucking ear driving you motherfucking crazy. You know that Sopranos episode where Tony Soprano, where that guy just started blasting the music just to drive the neighbor crazy? Yeah. That is going to be me. I'm going to be in your ear telling you vaccinate. Consequences.
All right. So this is where that devil is. All right. So yeah. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect are edified. Wake up. Be prepared. Stay spiritual. We got a rough ride ahead, but hey, coming out on the other side. All right. We're about to win. So with that, we can say shalom.